Dave is a longtime listener, I think, viewer, and he works at a Walmart somewhere here in Tennessee. And so I get this email, and I think it's interesting. And it bears pointing out that if I say go to Walmart and get a job, that doesn't mean I'm endorsing Walmart as a great employer. So he kind of was like, hey, I work at a Walmart, and I think you need to know some stuff. So I'm like, okay, great. I'll read the email. Here we go. Excerpts from the email. Long email, excerpts only. In my store, the highest non-management salary is $13 an hour, with many of the positions at $11 an hour. The local McDonald's is hiring at $13 to $15 an hour. Keep in mind, most products on the shelves have increased by a minimum of 15%, yet there has been zero raise to compensate employees. All right, now, I want to pause there. And by the way, if you got an opinion on this, you could email into the show. You know, you can reach out to me on Instagram at Ken Coleman. You can jump in the YouTube chat room and fire away. But I want to point something out here. When a company increases prices, many times the reason they increase prices is because of increased costs. If this is true, I got to tell you, that's not cool. That's not a good thing. Because see, these employees in Walmart, they're seeing inflationary costs in their life, and they're seeing you raise the price for a box of crackers. And if you're not raising their hourly wage, they kind of go, that's interesting. Now, let me just say that's Walmart's prerogative. They're a for-profit company. They can do whatever the crap they want to do. But it sends a bad message because most of the time what happens is they'll raise hourly wages and then they raise the price on the products. And so me, the consumer, I end up paying for your raise. All right? And that's why we are, in large part, where we are with stubborn inflation. All right? Now, this is the part that I found to be very interesting. What say you, people? They have a point system each time you miss a day. You receive a point. So, sick day, personal day, whatever, right? You miss. So these are non-vacation days, apparently. So every time you miss, you receive a point. After you get 5 points, you're fired. On the week of Thanksgiving, the points are double. In other words, if you miss, like, say, Tuesday of Thanksgiving week, instead of getting 1 point, you're going to get 2 points. If an employee missed Wednesday and Black Friday, they would now have 4 points. If they missed a Saturday too, they're fired. The point system does not reset for 6 months. So in other words, if you got sick the week of Thanksgiving and you maxed your point, you got up to 4 points, then you can't miss a day for being sick or anything personal at all for 6 months, or you get fired. Now, I got to point out, I believe Dave is telling me the truth. If somebody works in Walmart in Tennessee and you can dispute this, sure, equal time. All right? Now, it goes on. This Black Friday, huge day for Walmart and all retail locations. I had 4 coworkers that had the flu, but they came to work, even though they knew they had fevers. Come on. All right, now, all right, show of hands in the booth. How many of you are thrilled to know that Walmart workers are coming to the store with a fever because they don't want to get fired? Anybody excited about that back there? I see no hands. Okay. He goes on to say, they give you a discount card of 10%. He's talking about the benefits aren't that great, blah, blah, blah. He says they give you a discount card of 10%, but it cannot be used on many foods and other necessities. Well, that's kind of a punch in the face. Dave thinks it's a punch in the face. I think it's a punch in the face. Come on, Walmart. You're going to give them a 10% discount card, but they can't use it on toilet paper? I mean, Joe Hankin loves him some toilet paper. During the pandemic, this guy bought all the toilet paper in Colombia. And if he couldn't use a discount card on toilet paper, Joe'd be upset. So he goes on to say, so why do I work at Walmart? Well, I'm a people person. I love being in retail and around people. Most people would question me, why not work somewhere else? It's simple. Walmart's surrounding and customers feeds my inner soul that cannot be achieved at McDonald's. So I wanted to share that part because Dave is not saying that Walmart is evil. He's not. He likes working there, despite what he sees are some inconsistencies and things of that nature. So here's what I want to comment on. All right. I understand every company has a certain amount of sick days, and I get that. I'm not saying that Walmart shouldn't have a sick day policy and points. I'm not questioning that. I mean, we have sick day. I don't know what does anybody in there know how many sick days we get at Ramsey? You get 5? And what happens if, this is kind of fun. This is real time. What happens, because I'm never sick, knock on wood. But what happens if you take more than 5, or if you have to take more? Let's say I get the flu twice.
They're normally very, very kind. I actually, my first year ran out of days, PTO, because we had a death in the family, and they said, don't worry about it. Very kind.
I knew that was going to be the answer, which is why I was fine testing it live. First of all, I love Amanda for many reasons, but I love that she actually knows our HR policy. I don't know. Because here's what I know in our structure here. If I had to miss more than 5 days because I was sick and I was communicating to my leader and it wasn't some clear, like, sketchy, flaky situation going on, they're going to support us big time. And I'm going to brag on our company because this is what Walmart ought to be doing. As big as Walmart is, Walmart ought to be doing what Ramsey Solutions does. You know what Ramsey Solutions did for one of our teammates who had cancer? We paid his salary. Was it 2+ years? He's at home fighting cancer. Now he lost his battle. We paid him. And its benefits and everything else. That's Dave Ramsey, my leader. Because Dave cares about people. I believe this Dave in this email is true. I believe he's telling the truth. I really do. And Walmart, I appreciate you having your point system, but those people ought not be afraid to call their leader on Black Friday and say, I have a fever, and I can come in. If you don't trust me, first of all, that's bad. But if you don't trust me, I'll come in and show you. And the leader ought to go, you know what? That stinks. I don't want you to come in with a fever. Get better. We'll figure it out. If Ken Coleman's got to wait a little longer in the aisle, on aisle number 16, to get his tube socks, he's going to be okay. Come on, Walmart. Where's the heart? You're making all kinds of money. And you got people who are afraid to call in sick when they got a fever because of your point system? This is terrible. It's embarrassing, especially for a big-time company. Don't you love your people? You'd have more profit. Shame on you.